Designed your course, you have your curriculum ready, you are now ready to start to record all of your videos. But what platform and what software do you use to record your videos? Today we're going to look at OBS, which is the platform that I use for videos that I record and also for live videos. So let's take a look. Hi, my name is Kat from the Stellar Way, and I'm here to help you be able to design, create, and launch your online course. So how do you start to record your videos? So in OBS, the reason why I like OBS is because it helps with my editing time. So it's a great way to record, and what we will see in this video is how I use transitions to have a swipe of my business color go across as I move between different scenes. We'll have a look at what all of that means in this video. I also find that it's really useful for live videos as well. You can have everything prepared that you want to display in your live videos in Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube. And you just need to quickly move between scenes with your transitions, and you can quickly display something to your viewers, rather than saying, let me share my screen with you, and then fiddling around as you share your screen. So I like it because it makes things easier for me. It makes it easier to record, it makes it easier to edit, and it makes it easier to live stream and display both my face and my screen. So let's take a look at my screen here. You would see a transition happen right now from this face here to my OBS platform. Okay, so you've seen that transition happen with my swipe of my business color. So first, let's have a look at what that swipe is. So here on the right hand side, now I know I've got a lot going on here, so I'm going to indicate where we're looking at here, which is the scene transition on the bottom right hand side. Now in this scene transition, once I've downloaded my OBS, I've played around with the docs that I have here. So I only like to have the minimal docs available. So what I have is the scene, I have the source, I have my scene transitions, and my control. That's all I like, so it's simple. So that is my scenes that I have, what the sources are in my scenes, my scene transitions, and my control box. Okay, so that's all we're going to be looking at today. So in the scene transitions here, I can say that when I transition from one scene to the next, like you just saw me do, let me do that again. If I'm going to click on my face here, and I can come back here, so you can see that transition happen. And if we go back to my OBS here, you can then see that transition happen again. And that is because I've set it up in the scene transitions. So let's look at how I set that up. I can decide from the list below what I would like to happen. If I want a swipe, if I want a cut, a fade, or a fade to color. So for example, if I was to change that to swipe, then I go back to my face here on the DSLR, then it swipes, and you can see that swipe happen. I can then move back to OBS here, and then you see that screen. So we have some settings that we can manage. For example, with that swipe, I can look into the properties here, and this is where I can change the direction of the swipe. So we can go right, up, down, and you can preview that transition as well. So you can see that you're moving, this is scene A and scene B, how that would move through when it's swiping from the right. Likewise, if I go up or down, you would see how that would swipe through. So it's constantly pushing up. What you can do is down the bottom, I have add swipe, add slide, add stinger, different things that I can add. And what that means is that I could, for example, I can have a swipe here. I can go into my settings, go into the properties, and I would say I want this to be a swipe up, and OK. Then I can go in again into the properties and rename and call this swipe up. I can then go in and add a swipe. And I'm going to call this swipe down. And OK. And in my swipe down, I'm going to change that to down. OK. So now I have a swipe up and a swipe down. So if I have swipe up selected and I then choose the DSLR, you would see that I swipe up. Likewise, I'm just changing here. If I was to go swipe down and change back to my OBS, then you can see that swipe down. Now, if you do want to get technical into it, you can create shortcuts as well to quickly do those swipes. I don't use the shortcuts because I probably won't remember them, which is why I make sure that I only have the bare minimum of these docs. Remember, we went into these docs here. I don't want all the docs open, only the ones I use. So with the color, I like to use the color. Why? Because it's my branding. That's what I have in all of my YouTube videos. I have the swipe of the bold fuchsia, the bold purple in my brand. So I'm going to go fade to color here. Now in the fade to color, I can go into properties again, very simple. And this is where I select my color. You can select from this color scheme. Okay, select from these colors here, or you can create your own. So I've added in my business color. So you can play around with those transitions as you wish. I like those transitions. So as I mentioned, I can quickly move from one screen to the next. It is useful. Let me move to my DSLR. It is useful for me to use those transitions in a live scenario where I can easily show my screen rather than fiddling around with a share screen like you would on Zoom or on Google Meet or on any other platform that you might use. I also like it especially for Facebook Live, because in Facebook Lives you either have to choose if you share only your face or if you share your screen, and you cannot do both, nor can you switch between the two of them in a live production. So I prefer to use OBS and then broadcast to Facebook and to broadcast to LinkedIn because I have much more controls. In regards to recording videos, it decreases my editing time. What I used to do is that I would record and then I would cut and slice the parts in an editor and I would add the purple transition. Now I've got that in OBS here and I don't have to do all of that editing, so it saves me so much time. Let's go back to OBS and let's have a look at how I would set up my scenes. So you can see here I have multiple scenes that all have very different names, and I'm moving between OBS and my only face DSLR. Now in my OBS here, I have different sources. And for my sources, I need to ensure that I have what I need to display, obviously, but for mine, I like to have my video, and I also need to have a mic. You need to have the mic in every single source. If not, it's not going to capture that information. So let's rename what I'm seeing here. Let's call a scene as what's currently being displayed, and the sources is what is being captured in that moment. So right now you are seeing me through my webcam, which is on top of my laptop. You are also seeing this display capture, which is displaying my entire screen. And you are also hearing my audio through a mic. Now I can layer those differently so that something comes first. So for example, I can move these around. So if I move this to the display capture, you don't see my face anymore because now this is the very first thing you see. So it's overlaying everything. Think about this order of what we do. Consider this order like Canva. If you're using any platform to design in, consider this like a bring to the front or bring to the back, or bring forward, bring backwards. So I want to bring the display capture backwards. So I click on this one here to move down. And now that it's at the back, my face here is at the front. Okay, so consider that like when you're working in Canva, you want to move an image to the background. This is exactly what it is here. Okay, so for example, I would go add and I will go demonstration. And here it's completely blank. So if I come back to my OBS, you would see that it's completely blank. The demonstration that you saw was completely blank. I'm then going to add, and I'm going to add a camera source, which is the video capture device here. And I'm going to use my existing camera, which is here. And I'm just going to drag this down to behind these views here. And then you only see me. You do not see my screen. You do not see what I'm doing, but you see my name, my business name, and just my camera, as well as hearing my microphone. Now I encourage you to download this, and I have the link to download it in the comments below. It is a completely free open source system, which is OBS, Open Broadcasting System, and Open Broadcasting Software. And I encourage you to play around with this, play around with the scenes, the sources, and the transitions. It will be a fun discovery at the beginning, but it will save you so much time when you are doing sessions in live and when you are also recording your sessions for your courses. If you haven't yet created your curriculum and you're not sure what to add in your videos, then make sure you also download the curriculum template that's in the comments below. That will help you to structure your videos so you know exactly what you're going to be discussing, exactly what you're going to be displaying in your videos. So when you come to OBS, you have everything ready to go. Each week I do upload a new video onto YouTube, so if you do have any questions or if you want something demonstrated, let me know in the comments below. Until next week, happy course creating!